What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today we'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So before we begin the technical analysis, I want to wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving for tomorrow. I believe the market will be closed. And then Friday, the market will be only open for about half a day. It'll be closed 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go over the daily chart first for MicroStrategy. Looks like today price is stepping outside of that trend line, which shows loss of momentum by the bears, which is a good sign for the bulls. But that doesn't mean we're going to immediately reverse. So it looks like today that was a break of the trend line, which is a good sign. It looks like today is a doji candle so far. We still have about another hour left in the market. And a lot of times you'll see these dojis when there's indecision in the market, right? Because it's not a clear direction of which way the market wants to go, especially with that holiday coming up. But as right now, it's not that bad. Price did gap up from the morning, and it's up almost about 10%. So it's a decent size gain already. So is this the bottom of the correction, and is this the bottom of the pullback, and we're going to see the trend resume? I would say once it can get above that $400 level, and then we'll have a better idea of where it wants to go. So it still has the possibility of dropping down lower, but this is a good sign, right? It's a good sign for the bulls that this pullback may be over very quickly, right? Because we already saw a break of that trend line. That's just one thing, right? You have to look at both the bearish side of the story and the bullish side. As right now, the bears had that trend line, but they lost it. But they still have this downward momentum still in play, right? That was just one thing that's not in favor of the bears any longer. So we'll see what happens. But we do have this bullish trend line in play right over here. We also have the EMA acting as some sort of resistance, not really some sort of support. I don't really consider support or resistance, but as long as price is above it, it's a good sign. It means that the trend is still healthy towards the upside, and we'll see what happens, right? But as right now, today is kind of neutral looking, but it's largely due to that gap up. That's where we're seeing the gain from, and then we'll go from there. But overall, not much has changed since yesterday. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart shows that price is red this week, but most of the drop has been taken back, about half of it. So we'll see if it can take back most of it. Still a little bit far from the EMA, but a lot of times when price is running parallel to it, it can stay extended from it. And another thing to mention back on the daily chart is that price, whenever it breaks out of a resistance level, it just continues to gap through that level. So like over here, it broke through this resistance right here, this prior high. It broke above it, and then it pulled back, tested for support, and then it never looked back. It never came back to that level again. So we could be seeing something similar take place right over here, where price broke out of this level, pulled back to test for support, and never looked back. So a lot of times you'll see that. That means it's a very strong market, right? It's a very bullish market because the price is not able to come back to that prior level. Similar to like Bitcoin. When Bitcoin breaks out of a level, it just doesn't look back. So here's a look at the weekly chart. And like as before, in the near term, I'm expecting, I believe it was the $1,500 level. I think I got that measure move target from this impulse right over here. This is all one large impulse. We saw the correction. This is the second large impulse, and that's targeting right around that $1,500 level. So that is the target in play. And then my longer term target is 4,000. Again, it might seem crazy, but again, a lot of times crazy does exist in the market, and that's right around $4,000 level. So we'll see if we can get there, but as right now it's still looking pretty bullish. Let's just do a quick little take on the monthly chart, see what's going on. Monthly chart, you see that looks very bullish. Price was consolidating back at its prior high, which was resistance right over here. It was consolidating, which was forming a breakout base, and it finally broke out, and we're seeing a good move out of it. And it's a good sign, right? Looks like it's headed up higher. Is there a possible channel in play? Let me take a look. We got 1, 2, 3 right there. You drag this up, price already pushed through that. Maybe it's doubling the channel. And if you're doubling the channel, the target would be right near that measure move target like I mentioned, right around that $1,500 level, right about there. Somewhere between the $1,500 level and the $2,000 level is the next target for MicroStrategy. So it looks like we could be seeing price in this big orange uptrend channel So that's all I have for MicroStrategy and daily weekly charts. Let's just take a look at the intraday as well, and you can see that more clearer. Let me go and erase that orange channel. Go and zoom out, zoom back in, and you can see that price did break that downward trend line, which is a good bullish sign. But price needs to clear back above this 389 level, 390 level, because it was prior support. Now it's acting as somewhat a resistance. You can see that price is struggling to get above it. So price bounced over here in the past, and over here price broke below it, came back up, found resistance. So we can still see another resumption of the downtrend, especially because measurement targets, sometimes the bears will make 2 attempts to reach them. Same thing for bulls, they'll make 2 attempts. So this is 1 attempt right here. This could be a correction for another attempt down. So what I mean is, like, this is the first attempt, pull back, we can get a second attempt, and then, you know, price rallying off that 311, 312 level, somewhere right around here. However, if the bulls are really strong, we might see an impulse, correction, breakout, second attempt down by the bears that fails at the level, and resumption of the trend. So that can also take place, right? So that's what the market's trying to figure out. Are we going to just break above this level, hold as support and rally and trap the shorts? Or are we going to break up like we just did, fail, and then fall back down to reach the target inevitably? So we'll see what happens. But as right now, it's a little indecision for the past several hours now after that gap up. Most likely it's going to close like that. But again, if you see any bullish breakout or bearish breakout, you know where it's headed. Bearish breakout, most likely 312, 311 level. Bullish breakout, probably back up to the prior all-time high. That's all I have for MicroStrategy and the daily charts today. Probably not going to give an update tomorrow because there won't be anything to update. And hope you guys have a good holiday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.